Hey, guess who's back? Back again. Yes, the boss has returned, and it's actually a good thing because today is kind of an important day. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. That's when we celebrate and honor Indigenous Americans and also honor their truth of colonization and decimation of their population. Now, an Indigenous American or an American Indian, they are inhabitants of the Americas before the European colonization. Now, that is the contiguous 48 states and Alaska. Now, these people were organized into tribes, and of course, then they were federally recognized by the United States government. Now, true story, Native Hawaiians are not considered Indigenous Americans because they were neither invaded nor colonized before they came a state. Now, if you are in Honolulu, I highly recommend going to Iolani Palace. It gives you a really decent history of the Hawaiian kingdom, as well as the throne of Liliuokalani being overthrown and then its journey to statehood. Now, as for the Indigenous peoples of the contiguous 48 states and Alaska, there are approximately 326 federal Indian lands that can be either a reservation, pueblos, things of that nature, but there's approximately 326 of them. The largest residing in Arizona, Utah, Montana, and of course, North and South Dakota. Now, a lot of the reservations welcome visitors, so you have that option to, of course, learn more about them. But one of the best museums in the country to learn about Native American culture in general is the National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C. It is part of the Smithsonian. And by the way, this building is absolutely stunning. It has 266,000 catalog of records. That includes 12,000 years of Indigenous peoples' history, as well as documentation on 1,200 Indigenous cultures in the Americas. Now, obviously, this is a travel inspiration, so a beautiful hotel very close to there that you can stay in just off the National Mall is the Capitol Hill Hotel. So join me in celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day with a trip to the National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C.